So we're unboxing the AD5X. Actually, I already threw the box away. Let's get into it. First looks of the machine is it's really good because of the size it is. There's the Creality K1C. Got one spool on the side. It's a lot taller than the AD5X. But yeah, the 4 spools all sit nice and neatly next to it. And whatever you call this thing, the blah blah, it's already got an update because, you know, I've already turned it on, done everything that an unbox would. So anyway, let's do an update. And I'll show you some of the prints that have come off of it already, which I've already done. This multicolor, which has a clear filament, because I just chucked on what I had. So there's a clear filament, green, black, and then edge here, I think, was a gray. So that's the 4 colors: gray, green, clear, black. So yeah, so far, print's really nice. There is a this little Flashforge coin that prints off as default. Restart the printer. Prints off as default, and it does ironing and stuff like that, so it makes it look really good. Sticks really well to the bed. I haven't had any issues with the bed. It does actually come with this glue, or 3D printing adhesive. It's been really handy on this printer with the flatbed. This one I haven't even touched, I haven't even used it. So yeah, it's actually decent quality. Wait, it's not that one. That's not the right benchy. Doesn't matter. Here's the other benchy that comes with the machine. Auger slicer. Had a few issues there. ZU is quite good. But overall, printing fairly nicely. Let me just restart it. I actually designed a poop chute for it already, so you can find that on my makerworld. Oh, one cool thing is when you switch it on, it does this cool tune. Yeah, printing, let's go overall display. You can set up everything here. That's all my details. Temperatures, that's all standard stuff. Be boring. Prints, so you can hit print and ask you to enable IFS, which is that's what it's called, the thingamabob. It's called an IFS. It's going to take 14 minutes, something grams of filament, 2 colors, just hit next. And then that's where you would set your colors for each print, which is kind of cool. Much more streamlined than I've seen before on like the Cobra 3, for example. Same as that one. The touch is just a little bit not as responsive as I would like it to be. I hardly ever touch it anyway. Like most of the time I'm using it from the computer. Blah, blah, blah. It's all good. Yeah, you can use USB. But I have USB. That's where you set up your filaments. So you can set up that PLA or whatever. Okay. And it's like, tells you a whole bunch of information, which is actually really good, really handy. It actually says it's recommended to use one nozzle for similar filaments, especially for fiber reinforced and PETG. So what you'd do is you'd remove your nozzle, take it out, label it PETG, use it as PETG only, or use it as fiber only or something like that. And yeah, just because if you switch nozzles, it actually can clog because it doesn't fully flush out the nozzles. So just to be aware that that's actually kind of handy that they actually have it in this guide. Yeah, to clean residual filament in the nozzle, you can load the filament multiple times, unclog, clog. After replacing the nozzle, please re-level, obviously, because you'll be touching this and moving around, stuff like that. Yeah, nozzle temperature calibration after each replacing the nozzle, which are pretty easy to do, so they're in here. So extruded temperature calibration, vibration composition, and leveling. Then you got standard moves and stuff. And then you got your firmware updates, which it already just did. So we shouldn't need that. Yeah. IFS update. Does it need an IFS update? I don't know. Nope. Success. Okay. My account. If you have a different size nozzle, you can change it in there. Groups. So what I think this printer is going to be a good unit for is actually for, what do you call them? It'd be actually really good for printer farms. So because it's got a whole bunch of stuff like device location, things like that. And once you finish printing, it's like, hey, do you want to do it again? So you just literally take the bed off, clear it off, pop it back on again. Yes, starts again. So it's actually got all that sort of features built in. One thing I've found, it's not as market heavy as say like a Creality or another printer. So you can't actually use the marketplace from your mobile phone, which kind of sucks. But for me, it doesn't, because I don't use that anyway. I mean, on the Creality, I will sometimes, just because, why not? Right now, I haven't printed in I don't know how long. Hello? Hello? Are you even on? Oh, you're not even on. Never mind. Ignore me. Oh, this is where my Anchormate M5 should be. But I've been building PCs. Ignore that. Yeah, a couple of things about the printer. Let's just go into the printer real quick. You can pop this off real easy. Just got a couple of magnets on the bottom. And it just slots on top. Pop, pop. Taking out the nozzle is actually kind of easy. The little flap here. Again, magnetized, which is just primo. And then you wait, and then you close it again. Yeah, that's how you replace the nozzle. And then you put this back on. Oh, hello. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, really smart use of those magnets, everything like that. So yeah, you do take this part off. We take this. We take this. We take this off. Here we go. And then we got the nozzle. So we go push down. We unclip. Ooh, fancy. And then we unclip that one. And then, ta-da! And that's what the new nozzles look like, apparently. Where the old ones were quite large and stuff like that. I haven't used one of those old machines, but yeah, very inexpensive, I think. Much better way of using it. So yeah, we'll just chuck it back in, because I don't need to replace mine. I don't need to replace mine. So yeah, you're just going to make sure it sits up right up into that chasm there. So not down here like this or whatever. You really got to chuck it up into the hole. Fill the hole at the top. Hello? Hello? Get in the hole. Get in. And then push it in, and it should stay still. Close your door. Close your latch. Really, you got to push your thumb here on this side, not that, because you'll hurt yourself. Close the little top lock. Pop your lock and drop it. Drop, lock, and pop it. What? What's the thing? Pop it, lock, and drop it. Chuck that back on. Pop that. Pop that on. Pop that. Pop. Pop that on. There we go. I don't know why it was weird. Pop that on. As you can see, there's the filament cutter. Oh, if you get any filament stuck here, which can happen from time to time, you pull this lever, this, what do you call this? Little tag. Get a screwdriver or something like that, pop it off, because it's really hard to pick off with your fingernails. Anyway, pop it out, and you're good to go. because I've already had to do that because my filament is old. This filament here, for example, is like 6 years old. So, yeah, good times. Anyways, now we've got to do the calibration, which takes a little while. And never have anything underneath here. Underneath, because every print goes down to the bottom to re-level, I guess, or home, and then it does everything else. So, yeah, that's FYI. Whereas I like leaving stuff in the bottom, like my other plates and stuff for my K1C. Can't do that in this one because it goes all the way to the bottom. So it would affect the leveling. So yeah, heating up. Get out of it. I saw you. What are you doing, Mr. Bug? While we're waiting for that, can you check us a like or subscribe? Something like that? I don't care, but, apparently YouTube cares, so be nice. It would be nice if you could do something like that. That'd be awesome. Cheers. Jesus. Mate, you still got filament on the end there. Oh, hello? Oh, well, Jesus. So at the start of once you unbox, you have to do this. It forces you to do this. You connect to the Wi-Fi, connect it to your phone. The app is really lackluster, honestly. It's literally like, hey, here's your printer. What do you want to do with it? I can't do anything with it because there's no built-in slicer, unlike a Creality. Like the K1C has the massive library of marketplace and everything like that. It's really good. But it doesn't look as good as this one. I don't know what it is. I like the rusticness of it and how it's like open air and everything. Whereas that's like too polished. 3D printers shouldn't be so polished. You know what I mean? I should. But yeah, what do you think about my poop chute? I have a little chute that just uses one screw, goes all the way back, and pops the stuff around the side rather than everything falling at the back. So I have to go around and clean it. It'd be good if you had your shelf, out in the open or something, but kind of annoying for me unless I like created some sort of a sweeper for the back of the just like. You do that with those printers as well. That one actually takes a lot longer. I think that one's about 30 minutes to set up from scratch. Whereas this one's about 15-ish. After building it. Building it is like a couple of screws in there. This thing just slides on, put the cable in, and then you put these in. That's about it. You screw these on, the little connectors, and then those go on afterwards. I call it Doorman, by the way. That's its name. Doorman, because he's next to the door. Thought it was kind of obvious, James. Also, he doesn't have any doors. He doesn't have any doors. So. Oh. And we're going to do a poopy. We're going to do a poopy. Whee! Helicopter, helicopter. Oh, it's doing the temperature testing right now. That's what it's doing. Sorry. Totally forgot it does the temperature thing as well. So it's doing the first test, second test. So it goes 240, 235, 240, 235. But yeah, it's doing alright, I think. See, 235 again. Cool down, you bitch. Hello? Hello? Done. Okay, cool. So we're all done. Back to square one. Cooling down. Yep. Cooling down. Alright. So we can hit the print button. I'll put the gray on there, and I'll put the... Let's go for the clear. Put it as white because there's no clear. And again, don't put your shit down here. I mean, I guess you could probably just put a plate down there. That'll fit. But I wouldn't risk it. And it should pop out the side here. It should pop out. There it goes. Hello. Yeah. Oh, it's doing it again. It'll be right. And it should pop out the side here. There we go. Looks like it's doing nothing. It's because it's printing with the clear. But yeah, so it goes in through the filament thingy-majiggy. Yeet. Nice clear, nice leveling. Looks pretty tidy. Oh, disclaimer, if you get motion sickness, you might want to click off now. Probably you would have clicked off, right at the start of my video. Because we'll just wait for this print to come off, but I've shown you prints already. But yeah, that's as much as you really need to do is connect that, pop that on, and go through the stuff that I just went through. So in theory, it actually took probably close to an hour, but they say 15 minutes. So yeah. I mean, it's a little bit of mucking around. Let's say half an hour to be safe. Take it out, chuck the box away, and set it up. It does come with Allen keys, so you can add those to your collection. It's nice. And definitely keep some of this glue. If you got other printers, this glue is super nice. Adhesive. I'm tired, man. Don't do videos at this time again, okay? Please, watch the video, edit, and don't make videos at this time again. Well, I don't know what the fuck that was. Oh, that loose filament got stuck right there. That's what that noise was. Finished. So this is where I said, you know, you can just go okay and it keeps going, or continue, sorry. Okay. So that doesn't do anything. Let me just clear this up real quick. Position down. Home it first. Dude, I hate this shit where you always have to home it first. And the bed. So that's kind of an annoying spot. Anyway, here's the print. Super clean. There it is. So that's the bottom of it. Quality is really good, actually. There's the top. A little bit of messed up from the ironing. But overall, super shiny on that through. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like the clear filament. I like always using it for weird tests. But yeah. Well, I've been Beige Lad, and this has been unboxing an AD5X the long way. But also it was already unboxed and already kind of set up, but then I messed with the nozzle and then I fixed it, and then we did a test print. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.